Welcome back to Kaulignation, your one-stop shop for all things Kaulig Racing, Dingernation, SVGNation, and all things NASCAR. I'm Sean. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday afternoon, and in this video, we're going to be covering SVG's chances on advancing in the NASCAR playoffs. We're going to talk about Allmendinger's slim playoff hopes and updates on NASCAR 25, some that you will like and others that you probably won't. But first and foremost, we've just launched our very first Patreon program here at the channel where you can get bonus content and support the channel on another level. We've offered 3 tiers. We have 2 videos out currently. The first one being why SVG has become the new king of NASCAR road courses, as well as our first long-form podcast episode where we talk about why Dodge is in hot pursuit of SVG, Connors Zilish, and Trackhouse Racing, as well as the NASCAR charter drama and who may end up acquiring those charters. You can sign up today at patreon.com/Kaulignation. Check it out. The link is in the description below. Our multiple choice question for this video is, do you think Red Bull will consider increasing their Cup Series support of SVG in 2026, given the impressive run he's been on at the road courses? Comment down below and share your thoughts there. All right, so let's dive into it. We will get to SVG's playoff chances momentarily, but before we do, I want to start with an update on NASCAR 25, the game. We've been waiting for this one for a long time. The truth is, we're probably going to do a substantial amount of content on this game. In the off season, you'll see videos of us doing it, Ryan and I, and doing various races where we'll be just talking silly season NASCAR, the NASCAR off season plus racing. So you'll get to see that in all of its glory. But here's some of the updates that have come out this week on the game. The game is being made in Unreal Engine. That being said, with all the changes they made on top of the Unreal Engine, it almost operates as their own custom game engine. There's still currently 50 to 70 people working on this game each and every day. The NASCAR AI in the game is the most unique we've ever seen in a NASCAR console game ever. So not only does the AI not just drive the same on all the tracks, but for example, when you go to a road course, SVG is probably going to cave your head in. He is going to be the best. He's going to be rated the best for a reason. He's going to race much harder, and he's going to be much quicker on road courses than, say, he would be at this weekend's track, Dover. And it's not just in terms of track type, but rather they gave the example about William Byron at Charlotte compared to William Byron at Martinsville. He will race differently. All the drivers' results from the last year have been put into the game to help determine how good they are. Their driving styles are also included too. So when you're at 1.5 miles and racing Kyle Larson, there's a good bet he's going to take the high line. That's the other thing, is there is multi-groove racing in this game. Usually in games of the past on console, if you take the high line, you're usually quite a bit slower than the low line. That apparently is not the case this time around. There will be private lobbies so that leagues can still operate. However, there will not be league tools or spectator mode. So those are things they're looking at adding into an additional game. And they don't know if this game will be every year or every other year. To me, it sounded more like every other year. There's rumored to have practice and qualifying online, which has been gone since NASCAR 09. And yet, when I talked to someone today, they said they'd be surprised to see those things. So I'm not sure which one you want to believe. We've heard as early as today that they were, in fact, online. But someone who's fairly close to someone at the project seems to think they're not. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. There will be no multi-car teams in career mode, meaning you will just be a single car team. The controller runs almost as good as the wheel, if not right there. It's not going to be a big disadvantage to be using a controller. and the game will come out in late September and early October on Xbox and PlayStation. So share your thoughts down below on that. Let's dive into SVG's playoff chances. So when this year started, I thought for sure he was going to win at least one road course, possibly even two. And instead, he's already won 3 of the 4. And we had a wild stat over on our Patreon video last night that we did of SVG, which is about 30 minutes long. So go check that out if you want to support the channel on another level and get bonus content. And just some wild stats over there. Definitely check it out. But SVG's now won 3 races. He's won multiple stages. This guy is racking up the playoff points. I think most people that I spoke to thought he would be one and done in the playoffs, as in, great, you qualified, but you're probably out in round 1. I'll tell you what, winning 3 races, I think greatly ups his chances on advancing in the NASCAR playoffs. But if he goes out there and wins stages at Watkins Glen, or wins the whole damn thing, then you're talking about a guy who might advance in the playoffs just based on winning on road courses in the regular season. The interesting thing there is, as we know, we start with the round of 16. If he banks enough bonus points where he can net himself 3 top 20s or something like that, he may very well advance in round 1. And then we get to round 2 that has the Roval, and he's going to have a shot at competing there. It's wild to think about, but there's the distinct possibility that SVG may make the round of 8 in the playoffs. He could still be out in the round of 16. It's going to depend. But the more bonus points he racks up, the more likely it is that he advances in the playoffs, which is just wild in his rookie cup season here. Comment down below how you think SVG will do in the playoffs. Last but not least, our guy AJ Allmendinger, 60 points out of the playoffs with 6 races to go. That's 10 points a race he needs to make up, or go out and win somewhere like, I wouldn't even rule it out for Dover this weekend. Depends how much speed they show up with. But probably needs to win at Daytona or Watkins Glen. And given how things have gone this year in terms of winning speed, probably not likely. That being said, 10 points a race from now to the playoffs is not unmakeable. You can definitely make that up still. It's just very unlikely. And it's unfortunate that we're in this spot. It's going to depend on how guys like Bubba Wallace and Alex Bowman do down the stretch. It's going to depend if we get any surprise first-time winners. But yeah, AJ's playoff hopes aren't done yet, but they took a real hit this weekend. And it's unfortunate because some of the things that have happened during the season have probably prevented him from already being in the playoffs. So he's up against it, but not out yet. And he'll be in the Campers Inn Chevrolet this weekend at Dover. Check out our Dover preview later this week. Check out our Patreon content over at patreon.com/Kaulignation. It's up now. We would appreciate the support. Big shout out to our channel sponsors, Lynn over at SVGNation on Facebook, Alex over at Dingernation. We appreciate all you do. They're also the first 2 patrons that have signed up. So shout out to them for that. And we will see each and every one of you in the next video.